We just passed through, we just went by Passover. Passover was a time that I can recall, and these were significant during Passover. And why were they significant? Not because you ate them. Because as a child, you would take the walnut and put it in the crease of the sidewalk. Another group of children would pack up 2 boxes with these hazelnuts, and the attempt would be to hit this particular nut or a Brazil nut, and if you got it, then you were able to sit down and do this and collect the nuts. And this was a game that children played during Passover time. So, you know, one of the things that possibly we've lost and we've taken for granted is we have Toys R Us and all the various stores. Well, they didn't exist during the Depression time, which we had with, quote, candy stores or sporting goods stores, which had a few inexpensive toys. I mean, people couldn't afford to go into toys. So what they were able to do, even using marbles, taking, at one time, the cream cheese, brick stones used to be put in a rectangular wooden box. They cut slots in that box, and you would stand behind and try to put the marbles. And you would play marbles. Or you would get tickets. The tickets consisted in those days of Indians, World War I fighter planes, baseball tickets. Baseball tickets, people would go in, children would go in to buy chewing gum, which had a baseball player in it. They'd buy it for a penny, throw out the gum, and have the ticket. Now those tickets became a big collector's item, and they became very expensive. But what I was pointing out was the fact that people were able to improvise and do with very little because they had very little, and they were able to amuse themselves. And this is, my son could corroborate this. When we were younger, we took a wooden crate from fruit, took a 2x4 wooden board, and at that time, we didn't have single roller skates. We had regular four roller wheels. We broke them up and put them on this 2x4. And we got on the 2x4 with the wooden box, and now we had a push cart. Now you have the metal ones, which are very elaborate. So what happened is when my wife and I went off to the suburbs, I said, you know, I think what we'll do is we will make one of these. We made them, and there were children had these regular metal ones. We made them, and all of a sudden everyone put away the metal ones, and they started to make these wooden ones.